Okay, guys, quite a forecast for I have in store for you guys, because today we have a enhanced risk in effect for portions of northeastern Montana and northern North Dakota, and then we do have a slight risk for this for sector 1 here, but then region number 2 of severe weather will extend from northern Minnesota and into western upper Michigan and into northern Wisconsin, and I will show you why in the upcoming models. Then another area of slight, this was actually recently added for portions of southern Vermont and New Hampshire down into central Maryland. Now, there is actually a 5% tornado risk up here, so it is quite possible that we see 1 to 3 brief weak tornadoes. And then more tornado potential up here. Then the potential of damaging winds, especially over here where we could see some significant damaging wind gusts of up to 80 miles per hour. Then also a large hail threat, some of which could be up to 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter, and then more hail risk up here. So now I'm going to be showing you the models. I actually discovered this new site. Here it is very cool. It's very useful. It has pretty much all the information you need for the next 24 to 48 hours. So I will put this site into this link to the site in the description below. So you will like it because I don't see how you could not. Okay, so as you can see, so 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 2, 1 So by 2 p.m., you can already tell that there is the development of scattered thunderstorms in central to eastern and northern Montana, and then more activity up here, and then up into Harrisburg and into Albany, perhaps Springfield in Massachusetts. Then 3 p.m. Now 4 p.m. is where you'll really see the brunt of the outbreak over here begin, and then they did add the slight risk because as you can see what the miles do show that the storms are now more numerous at this point in time. Even if they're a bit different, like Nam already has some over here, but as you can see by 4 p.m., this is what you can expect already. Supercells being widespread. Then 5 p.m. Now 6 p.m. according to the HER is when you start seeing a bit of a organization begin. And then this one doesn't show much of anything, but then the NamNest really shows it. 6 p.m., 7, 8, 9. So down to 10, 10 p.m., 9 p.m. your time. The outbreak over here is pretty much over by then, by 9 p.m. But still ongoing for a bit there. But then you skip on over to 1 a.m. That's another thing. Another round is expected later on tonight at 1 a.m., according to some models. But then that's also where you see stage 2 over here of the outbreak begin. Now, some of the models show it occurring as soon as 5 p.m., like the HRW NSSL, showing supercells all the way into Wisconsin, Minnesota, but then others not showing too much of anything. So I think it would be out of the question that we see a seller to develop by 5 p.m. over here. But then 6, 7, 8, 8 p.m. Now, this one already has a bit of a organization occurring there. Then nothing. Then, yeah. So 9, 10, 11. Now 12 a.m. though is where I really expect uh, MCS to develop. So skip on over to 2 a.m. Now the Her is a bit of an outlier, and so is this one. This one has it way off to the east. But as you can see, right around 2 a.m., you can see it starts making landfall in upper Michigan. So I'll actually be paying attention to these ones. So then by 4 a.m., it starts entering Wisconsin here. And what's really cool is that it also shows a outflow boundary being ejected from the main line, so you can expect to see damaging winds well outside the storm, especially on the southwestern flank. So remember that even if you're not hit by these storms, you will potentially see some outflow winds. And another thing is that there is a tornado risk. I'll actually show you. This is really, really cool. Where is it? Here. So as you can see, so again, that's where that 5% tornado risk currently is, and then showing that the next biggest risk of tornadoes will be here. And then you can see, same from mainly Wausau to Menominee, Michigan to Minnesota Arrowhead area, you could see a small tornado risk. And then over here, just to the northwest of Bismarck, and especially into the more rural areas, and then Albany and into almost Annapolis, you could see a higher tornado risk too. So that is another thing to watch out for. Now, luckily, it's not expected to be too intense. So, as you can see, in terms of instability, so skip over here. You can see, so yellow, come on, go away. So you can see up to 3,000 joules per kilogram surface-based instability. And then up into here again. And then by the time those storms arrive, wow. Yeah, sure, there's less surface-based instability than 1,500 joules per kilogram. What's gonna sustain those will be the most unstable cape. So, and that's typically what you have happen with overnight MCSs, is that you see the loss of thermal heating. So then you lose that surface-based instability, but you gain more most unstable cape. So now to move on to tomorrow. Oh boy. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day too. So skip right on ahead to tomorrow. That's another thing. So timing wise, here you could mainly see your main threats from midnight to about 6 or 5 to 6 a.m. Here's mainly from 4 to 9 p.m. And then obviously if there's a second round, then that'll be mainly 1 to 3 a.m. But skip right on to head to tomorrow, so you can see that. So here's 7. So 6, 5, 4, 3. So 1 p.m. could already see some convection begin to form right near that triple point of Canada, North Dakota, and Minnesota there. That's where you're going to see the first footholding signatures of this MCS. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. You can already see a line begin to develop from northern Minnesota and possibly down into west of the Minneapolis metro area, and then there's those 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 5 p.m. This is where most of the models agree to. So basically, here's your one area, that's where it will first be established, but then slowly develop down to here so that by the time it reaches central Wisconsin, it will be fully established. Then sort of die off as it enters Lake Michigan, but then re-strengthen right before entering upper lower Michigan into eastern upper Michigan. So that's what you're gonna see happen. So that, yes, you can see by 7 p.m. it's already in the all clear area. So, um, surface-based cape, you could see up to 2,000. Oh, actually, so the median among the miles is about 2,000 joules per kilogram, but could also see some spots possibly get to almost 3,000, which is very believable considering that highs will be the 90s in some spots, and there will be dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So, yeah, we'll definitely see something. So, here, let's see, what should we look at next? Okay, so, gonna actually look at precipitation. Another thing is that these storms will be heavy rainfall producers. So as you can see, the general consensus for that MCS over here is basically from far northeast Wisconsin into Marquette. That's where you would most likely see one occur, and then over here. Boom. So that's gonna conclude my severe weather portion of the forecast. Now I'm gonna have a forecast relating to the heat wave that is ongoing and will be going on for the foreseeable future, pretty much. So